Good morning, everyone. I, Shinki Katyayani Pandey, Head of the Department of Commerce and Management, Kalinga University, will be talking about financial accounting. So, first we'll be talking about why accounting is important and what it is all about. Accounting helps the decision makers of a company to make effective choices by providing information on financial status of the business. Today, accounting is used by everyone and a good understanding of it is beneficial to all. Accounting acts as a language of finance. To understand accounting effectively, it is important to understand the different aspects of accounting that are economic events, identification, measurement, recording, communication, and interested users of that information. So, this course mainly will be focusing on the theoretical framework of accounting, accounting process, preparation of final accounts, understanding and interpretation of final statements that will help different stakeholders to understand and interpret the financial position of a business in a very transparent and a fair manner. This course will also focus on the emerging needs of computerized accounting in the present business environment, as the use of technology helps in accuracy, reliability, and security of financial information on the basis of which policy decisions can be taken. So first we'll be talking about the modules that we'll be learning in the upcoming videos. So first module talks about the theoretical framework of accounting. So here it consists of nature and scope of accounting, accounting process and rules, accounting principles, and accounting standards. So let's start today's session. So first we'll be talking about the nature and the scope of accounting. Accounting, as you all know, it's a systematic process of identifying, recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating financial information about an economic entity. The nature and the scope of accounting encompasses various aspects that are systematic process, which is accounting involves a structured and organized process to ensure that financial information is recorded and reported accurately. Second, financial information. The primary focus on accounting is on financial transactions and events that can be expressed in monetary terms. Third is economic entity. Accounting is concerned with the financial activities of an economic entity. It can be a business, it can be a non-profit organization or an NGO or a government entity as well. Fourth is stakeholders communication. So, accounting information is communicated to various stakeholders such as management, investors, creditors, government agencies, and the general public. Fifth is historical and future orientation. While historical data is recorded, accounting also provides insight for various decision making through forecasting and budgeting. Sixth, objective and reliable. Accounting aims to provide objective and reliable financial information to facilitate decision making. 7th, quantitative expression. Accounting information is expressed in monetary terms to facilitate comparison and analysis. Last point is legal compliances. Accounting practice needs to comply with legal requirements and regulations. So, this was all about the accounting, nature, and the scope of accounting. Next, we talk about the process and the rule of accounting. So, the process involves various steps. The 8 steps are identifying of transactions, then recording them, then classifying them, summarizing them, then the trial balance, adjustment of the trial balance, financial statement, and the closing entry. So one by one, we'll understand what are they. So the first talks about identification of transactions. So recognizing and identifying Relevant financial transaction and events are known as identification of transactions. Recording is the identified transaction in a systematic manner, which involves creating journal entries. Then we talk about classification, which is grouping and categorization of the transaction into appropriate accounts such as assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, or expenses, so on and so forth. Then we will be summarizing the information from various journals into ledgers. After creating the ledger, we will be preparing the trial balance to ensure that debit side is equal to the credit side. Then is the adjustments, which are the making necessary adjustments of accruals, deferrals, and other items to ensure accurate financial reporting. Last but not the least is preparing financial statements, including the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. Lastly, closing all the temporary accounts at the end of accounting period. So these were all the steps which you can also tell as rules or the process of accounting. Then last but not the least is accounting principles and accounting standards. So if I talk about globally, there are 4 accounting standards or principle used. The first is accounting principles. So what it is all about? It is the fundamental guidelines that govern the practice of accounting. Commonly recognized accounting principles include the going concern, matching principle, revenue recognition principle, and the historical cost principle. Then what are accounting standards? These are specific rules and regulations issued by accounting standard setting bodies to ensure consistency and comparability in financial reporting. So for example, what are accounting standards or what are they? So IFRS, GAAP are the commonly used or commonly adopted standards. So what is IFRS? IFRS is International Financial Reporting Standards. It is a set of accounting standards developed by International Accounting Standard Board, that is IASB, that is used by companies globally. IFRS aims to harmonize accounting practice and facilitate international comparability of financial statements. Next is GAAP. GAAP is known as Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, a set of accounting standards, principles and procedure that the companies in US follows when they prepare financial statements. It provides a framework for accurate and consistent financial reporting. So thank you so much students for listening me patiently. We will be continuing in module 2.